Take two. This blog post is for June 29th, 2016. I am currently in Belgrade, Serbia, and I have spent the past 24 hours all around Dubai. So we woke up in Abu Dhabi, we had breakfast, and then we got an early start on the road to Dubai, which is only about an hour anyway. We first went to Dubai Creek, so this is the usual, like Amar, Aliyah, Sergio, and myself. And then, so Dubai Creek, which is like old Dubai, and we wandered all around the markets. We crossed over the creek by boat to the gold market, had a good wander around there. Probably there's only so much wandering around that one can do when it's 40 degrees and ridiculously humid, but we did our best and we had a good time. And then we decided to take a bit of a rest from the heat and ended up at the Mall of the Emirates to have lunch, all incognito because it's still Ramadan. So we had a good feed, but it was all like under, what is it, cloak and dagger? Anyway, it was all very discreetly done. And then we had a very small shop there, left the Mall of the Emirates and went to Burj Al Arab, which is the beautiful sail-styled building that sits out by the palms, out on the water, and one of the most iconic buildings of the United Arab Emirates. So we went there, hung out at the beach, beautifully stunning white sand, clear, I would say almost hot water. So we didn't spend that long there, maybe a couple hours or so, maybe a little bit less. And then we went onwards to So then we went to the mall, the Dubai Mall of Dubai, anyway, one of the two, which is, I believe, the largest mall in the world. It's absolutely mammoth. And so it's part of, it's got an aquarium, it's got crazy waterfalls that are ginormous. It is definitely an incredible place. Being that I just have my day pack, obviously I can't really buy anything because I don't have room to take it with me anywhere. That's okay. Totally didn't mind. So we did a little bit of shopping, and then, or at least window shopping, and then we continued on. So we had sunset tickets to the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, and it was all for sunset. So we went up around maybe 6:30ish and went up. It's got an outdoor area as well. There's like 3 floors that we could hang out on. Amazing sunset just out over the water. We just sat there and just talked and watched the sunset. It was amazing. It was really, truly amazing. So after the sunset in Dubai, the Burj Khalifa, we went downstairs again. So this was maybe 7:30 or so, and then all underneath, so downtown Dubai, that whole development area has got like lakes and fountains, so you can go and watch a fountain show. And it happens every half an hour, and it's only maybe 4 or 5 minutes that it takes place for. But the music, like the speakers are just, it just sounded so good, so good. And they have all this Arabic music playing, and the fountains are all timed and audio synced. So the sound that, like the firing sound of the water cannons, all happens to the rhythm of the music. Kind of has to be seen to be believed. And we just, so we ended up watching 2 because they happen every half an hour and because each one is different. The first one we were so amazed by, and then we just kept sitting there, and then we watched the second one, and then by then we headed back into the mall. And Burj Khalifa. So we were up there, like I said, for sunset. And then we went, because iftar happens as the sun has set, at about 7:15 I think it was last night was when iftar happened. And so they had food available for us, and it was all included in the ticket price that we had paid. So they gave us like dates and water and chocolates and stuff like that. So it was really cool just to be sitting up there breaking iftar as part of Ramadan. And it almost like celebrating it with, with everybody else that was up there. Right, so after the fountain show, then we back into the Mall of Dubai, and then probably around, I want to say maybe 11:30, 12 o'clock, we started making our way back to Abu Dhabi, about an hour drive. I got dropped off at the airport around 12:30. Perfect timing, so I wandered around the airport, found a decently quiet place to sleep, and I had my flight out here to Belgrade at about 8:30. So I don't know, I'm feeling a little bit iffy today. I probably only got maybe 4 hours of sleep at the airport by the time I had to get through security and then board the flight. And then it was about a 5 or 6 hour flight here, and maybe I only got about 3 hours of sleep on the plane. So yeah, we'll see how much energy I've got for this whole Belgrade thing. I still need to even figure out how I'm getting into the city. I think Belgrade, so far, I've got like no research done. I really have no idea what I'm getting myself into. But it's one of the only cities that I can say that we did this great big loop around the airport, and somehow a beautiful, stunning day, as you can probably tell. So there's a perfect view from the air, but we're coming into the airport, anywhere near the airport, and I can't even see, like, I have no idea where the city is. It's the first time I've come into a new place and gone, where do the people actually live? And yeah, so anyway, lots of exploring to do today. Is there anything else that I needed to mention? Right, so probably the next post, I hope, will be back here at the airport, because I have a flight out at just past midnight. So it's more sleeping at airports and airplanes, and the flight goes onwards to Athens. So I think it's a pretty quick flight. It should be maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. I don't know. So I probably won't get that much sleep on the plane, but hopefully at least a few hours while I'm waiting for the plane. And yeah, tomorrow's probably going to be pretty much of a write-off as well, without actually having slept in a bed for 2 or 3 days. One of the things I'm really looking forward to in Athens, I'm already skipping over all of the stuff from today, but is Camille. I just got in touch with Camille, and Camille is one of the people who, ever since university, our paths have kind of kept crossing over and over and over again. And she does a lot of traveling as well. She'll be in Athens at the same time, so I'm hoping to meet up with Camille tomorrow and just hang out with her and chat to her. She's been living in the Middle East since she left New Zealand, when she lived there, and so that's been probably maybe 2 years. So I haven't seen her in quite a while. Looking forward to it. She's got lots of cool news to share as well. Yeah, so that's it, and hopefully another post later on tonight.